Welcome back. Now, the Karnataka government will soon form a task force to control hate speech in accordance with instructions from the Supreme Court. This was confirmed by Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai. Remember, this comes amid a slew of incidents of growing religious divide in the state. Well, those are the details here at this point in time. This is a task force which is going to be formed in Karnataka. Neha joining us for more details here. Neha, take us through, the kind of incidents that we've seen in the past and, of course, now as far as this task force and what its main aim is going to be.
Well, Avni, let's talk about the recent past. We've seen how instances of hate crime have been on the rise, and more so, these have been propelled by hate speeches to begin with. In fact, it's not only our politicians today who have been indulging left, right and centre in the state of Karnataka in hate speeches, but we're seeing that, even a small social media post today about, with something to do with hate speech is enough to spark off riots in the state. Well, let's talk about a few of the recent instances and why this is so important now in that context. Well, let's take the latest instance of Hubli, in fact, where we saw a social media post allowed, sort of caused riots to happen, where we saw police stations being attacked, police personnel were injured, police vehicles were attacked, and, it was an entire riot that broke out over one social media post which had to do with, hate speech targeting one community. Now, that apart, also let's remind you that, it was only about a year ago when even in Bengaluru city we saw a social media post, in fact, against a particular, MLA over here that caused, again, for, a communal instance that, again, turned into, riots over here where two police stations were burnt down. And this is, in fact, being noted now. And the top court over here has, in fact, now given directions for the state to form a task force of sorts that would now, possibly monitor. The chief minister over there in the state of Karnataka, too, had categorically said that, the social media, of course, has been a large contributor of the hate speeches. However, it is important today to note that even as this task force is being formed, what is this task force really going to do? That is going to be important, and how this task force will work to regulate the hate speeches today across the state of Karnataka. That is, in fact, something that we'll have to keep an eye out for. But what we do believe is that it is going to keep an eye out on social media posts, on, comments that are being made by people in power today, and other such instances also that overall at least should help to, keep a curb on the hate crimes that are being caused by these hate speeches today.
All right, Neha, thank you so much for getting us all of those details. Well, another